That's bad. Hello.
Oh, yes. Okay. We're gonna have stealth out soon. I promise.
You downloaded it, right?
Yeah, I downloaded it. You not? What
Okay.
I'm not dumb.
I don't know about that.
Jeez.
Also, yeah, we don't have stealth out when we're recording this, but it's not like you're gonna see this video until after stealth out anyway.
Yep.
So.
Anyway, we got a new guy.
For Caraco. Caraco. Wait, who did the other baby? Excuse me? Scroll up, scroll. Okay, yeah,
the clother.
Yep, the clother.
Yeesh, this clother person.
Yeah, but they do good stuff.
Keeps getting new.
They do good stuff.
So, we a new artist for volume 14. New character artist.
Yep, brand new one. I could tell as soon as I saw her.
Although curiously, not the same person did the backgrounds. Different person on backgrounds this time. Same person as volume 10.
And the ending illustration's also done by the person.
By the background person. Okay, alright.
And then, of course...
the latest theme.
It's good. I saw he fucking was like, that's gonna be my new theme, that's gonna be the name of my next song, and lo and behold it was.
Yep.
In the fucking Discord. Anyway.
Marsti's service card neutral edition. So two Roach songs. Okay.
Excellent.
Alright, we got Mint Chip Leaf again.
Of course.
And yeah, that'll do it.
Go, 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 go. We're ready. We're ready. Ooh, I'm excited. We're gonna do Marsti first. But I'm really, really excited for Karka.
You're bad.
That guy.
Of cleanliness and clownliness.
Which went about as expected.
Ooh. This is a dark world. Both because it's night and because of the brutal struggle for survival among its polyhemochromatic inhabitants, many of whom seem to thrive on havoc and carnage. You'd be interested to see the Michelin Guide entry for Alternia. You were convinced that after a day here, Ayn Rand would sign up with the Little Sisters of the Poor, Genghis Khan and Attila the Hun would join the Quakers, and Adolf Hitler would seek membership in the World Peace Council. Phew, Godwin's Law alert. Feeling a little dramatic tonight. Up.
Ooh.
These people not moving very much.
Yep, just their expressions.
Alright. Well,
I wonder if it's gonna be like that a lot of the way through because of this new character artist.
Here we go.
Guess we'll find out.
Yeah, it's got Marsti and Kirgo.
Pierrot.
Pure Peridot. Let's go with Marsti.
Marsti Howtech. Oh boy.
So you're really short, God.
I think he's just a kid.
Here you go.
Which is why James was upset earlier. I won't get into it. Go.
Let's listen.
This was in one of his YouTube videos.
He's a nut.
Do you remember?
I remember. Alright. Okay.
Alright, I'm excited.
New.
I'm excited.
Despite a certain sense of pervading existential gloom that you haven't managed to shake, even after communing with a possible Oracle secret agent, you are feeling pretty alright. No more brooding in your cliffside apartment. You have a fresh thirst this evening. A thirst for friendship.
That's right, they didn't say it earlier. How dunkly.
For friendship.
Go.
You're wandering around.
No fronds, please.
You're wandering around a neighborhood you haven't seen in a while. I don't know. I feel like this is in like the volume before last. Just a few blocks before where you crash landed. Oh boy. Maybe you'll go pay a visit to the crash site of your ship.
I don't think this was in the fucking... Oh wait, maybe it was actually in Galax. Whatever.
I feel like, yeah. Even though it's a long since been stripped for parts by the local population. Stop. Can't... No. Don't be loud. I'm reading. Or maybe you'll...
I like the song.
Maybe you'll try to find Yemen to say hi, rotting in the fucking bush where you killed him. Though you're pretty sure he's still living the nomadic shrubbery lifestyle.
Like dying.
You're bad. You're just here for the nostalgia, honestly. Malaise who? You hardly know her.
These references to people I don't know. I mean, I knew who Hitler was. But fucking, you know. I know.
Cameron, malaise is an emotion.
Malaise is an emotion?
Yeah.
Oh, what does it mean?
It's,
You're so bad.
I think it's like longing, but whatever.
Alright.
Just then, from across the street, echo two voices, raised an argument.
Oh boy.
Ooh, more graffiti. Ooh. This is a word.
Is that an N? I forgot. First letter.
I think this says nook.
Excellent.
Again. Anyway. It's more word. Another word. Part of word.
Juicy words, damn.
Well, one is... So there's another word down here, goddammit. One is soft and murmuring, and one is loud and honking.
The bulge.
Hey.
I'm sorry, is that a tentacle?
Oh. Hey man, could just be a tentacle.
There's also a crown over there.
Yep.
Anyway.
And another word. Ooh.
This fucking tentacle.
Silly. Hee. Watch them slowly bring the populace to comfort with the idea with subliminal messaging.
We do have nooks and we do have tentacles.
Ooh.
Silly.
A rust blood girl and a purple blood boy are squared off.
No! Stop saying boy.
Purple blood guy are squared off in front of a patch of graffiti that blooms over the bricks like moss. The girl appears to be in the process of scrubbing it away. There's a mop bucket and a collection of sponges next to her. Oh, there's the purple blood.
Yeah. Do your like... Never mind, go ahead.
My voice. What?
Never mind, just do a voice.
Oh no.
Do you want me to do a voice?
No.
And I told you.
Stop it. I don't have a lot of voices.
Try a raspy one. And I told you.
You're bad. You're gonna read it?
Are you going to?
You already started reading it.
And I told you this shit is sacred motherfucking iconography.
The purple blood is saying...
So fuck the hell off, little red dumpling.
Rushbot says something back that makes him laugh. The sacred iconography appears to be a collection of swear words and a couple colorful renderings of certain sections of troll anatomy you have not yet had the chance to explore.
I'm really bad at doing this voice loud. I can only do it quiet.
Yeah, because you're bad.
Haha.
The girl with the bucket brings her sponge out and stares the clown down.
Well, goddamn.
Well, you assume she's staring him down. She's wearing big round goggles to match the bright rubber gloves pulled all the way up to her elbows. Despite the mop bucket, she looks more like a scientist from a B-grade horror movie than a janitor. Purple blood doesn't have any visible weapons on him, but that doesn't make him look any less dangerous.
Yeah, honestly, like, just fucking... fucking cold-ass looking at this man as you scrub away his art.
And unless the girl has a blade in that mop handle, she's totally defenseless. You've faced this precise scenario more than once, but it doesn't get any easier. No matter how much self-confidence you earn or hardships you endure, life or death, friendship decisions don't get any easier. Well...
Let's mind our own business for once in life.
Yeah, let's mind our own business. Listen, you aren't the goddamn alien special forces. You aren't the friendship police. You can't afford to insert yourself into the middle of every single altercation in hopes that the drunken gamble of destiny will offer up new and greater connections onto your sore, tired ass. You aren't made of goodwill alone. Everyone needs breaks, man. You march casually by, hands behind your back. If you knew how to whistle, you would. It's nothing to see here, folks. They'd smack the ground behind you, and the girl runs by, surprisingly spry in the rubber boots. Not spry enough, apparently, because the high blood is hot on her heels.
Well, fucking damn. What were you expecting, Marsti?
Nope, not helping. Definitely not. Don't get involved. Don't get involved. You already made your choice. You are not getting involved. The last moment you stick out one of your famous legs and the clown goes flying. He hits the pavement hard, nose first. Ooh, son of a bitch. No, you went and got involved. I might be kissing concrete, but he won't be for very long. It's tough to kill a clown. Take this opportunity to get the fuck out. And you don't know anybody around here. Maybe you can run back to your stolen vehicle before...
Marsti's gonna help.
Hands grab you by the back of the hoodie, hauling you around the corner into the shadows of an alleyway. Shit, clown must have friends, and those friends must have circled around behind you. You open your mouth to scream, not because you think anyone is going to help you, but because you might as well. If you can't go out fighting, might as well go out making as much noise and being as obnoxious as possible. A rubber-gloved hand slaps over your mouth before you get out more than a squeak. You taste soap.
Yay! Yay! Okay, so we made the right choice.
Well...
Chill. Okay, wait, let me think.
Banana voice.
Wow.
Oh no.
Let me think. I was doing this voice once when I was very annoyed with some people at my work. I was just talking to myself while packing bread. I was like, she just sat here and did nothing. Okay, I'll do this. Oh wait, it's kind of like Gorgor's voice. No! I've ruined everything. Chill. Whatever, go. Stop struggling.
It's the Rush Plug girl who's taken the time you brought her and cashed it in to take refuge in an alleyway. The two of you hold still as the purple blood storms by, stomping and cursing and bleeding from a gash across his forehead.
Damn. We made him trip hard.
Ha! You did that. Your leg did that. Your beautiful leg. You'll never get over the rush you receive from doing something cool, incompetent, and totally illegal. Marsti holds onto you until the sound of his footsteps fade. You feel her heartbeat hammering against your back. He lets you go, and slides away to the other side of the alley as if an apology for being so close to you before. Her boots squeak. You take a few steps nearer so you don't have to shout to be heard. You thank her for helping. You're both just all about helping, apparently. You decide not to mention the part where you tried very hard not to get involved.
Yeah. Fucking Quirk was just...
His face.
You didn't have to do that. Actually, you shouldn't have. I'm perfectly capable of tripping my own clowns.
What is he getting self-voicing?
Oh yeah.
Self-voicing enabled. Marsti. Self-voicing disabled.
No one's surprised.
Yep. I like how they drew her horns as spiky in this one instead of the rounded ones like in the troll call.
Serrated.
I'm seeing a lot of expressions, but not a lot of body movement. I wonder if there won't be a lot of body movement from this particular artist. We'll see.
Oh boy.
What if it was rushed? Like ahead? Anyway, we'll see. Go.
Use horns as a knife.
Baby.
You tell her you have no doubt that's true, even if she doesn't have a sword in her mop handle. She seems to have a good pair of legs. Mentioning her mop appears to remind her that she left all her cleaning equipment out on the street. Takes a furtive glance back down the way the guy had gone, then heads back toward the graffiti. You scamper to keep up.
You shouldn't be out alone in a place like this. Not that I can really summon much gumption to care beyond this one walk down the street. But did you come here to die? Because... because that's what's going to happen if you keep this shit up. What's your deal?
You know about your deal. You worked really hard not to consider your deal at all. because the existential radio static that prickles at the base of your neck when you think about your deal is astoundingly unpleasant. Attempting to change the subject, you ask her if maybe she shouldn't get out of here while she has the chance. Is that bucket really important to her? Marsti looks at you with a certain eyebrow raise that you're well accustomed to by now. Ah, shit. You just put your foot in it again, culture-wise.
Oh wait, he said bucket. What did he say about buckets? Oh, if that bucket is really important to her or something.
Mm-hmm. You wish you could find a book with a crash course on Alternia, or just a decent Wikipedia article. It's not like there's any helpful Earth guide for idiots. At least you've never heard of one. Besides, things are different depending on where you are on Earth, geographically. You imagine it's the same for Alternia. You feel positively nauseated at the idea of having to learn a whole new set of societal norms. You'll just stay in this particular city, thank you very much.
Do I care about my bucket? That's kind of a weird way to phrase it. I care about it as much as the next person who doesn't want to get cold. Also, scour drays don't grow on coniferous fauna. Okay, scour drays.
Coniferous fauna? Like animals?
I guess.
This is a comparison to trees.
Yeah, it's coniferous fauna. It's like the pine trees. Trees.
Well, yeah, but like fauna is an animal word. It's flora, that's the plants.
Whatever.
Tosses the discarded sponges back into the bucket. You bend down to help, but she stops you at
Still hasn't moved from her crossed arm pose.
It's the only... I lost my shoulders in the war.
Yeah.
You bend down to help, but she stops you with a sardonic glance. Most of her glances are sardonic, but this one especially so.
What's the sardonic mean again?
How dare you ask me this question?
You don't know the answer. I'll look it up.
He goes back to work on graffiti.
You can click the next baby. Ah shit, never mind, hang on. Sardonic means grimly mocking or cynical.
I knew that.
Well then why didn't you say it?
Because I didn't know that I knew it.
Alright. If you're going to hang around, you can make yourself less useless. Watch and make sure that high blood doesn't come back.
Oh yeah, for sure. You can totally do that. Of course, you won't be able to actually do anything if he comes back. When you need her. Maybe you could use your own limp corpse to slow the clown down. Not that you know Marsti well enough yet to love the idea of sacrificing yourself for her. Man, character development is great. Not immediately going to your death is great. That thought sends a creeping wash of anxiety along your spine. You don't understand it, so you try to distract yourself.
What was I gonna say? By the way, I feel like in some of the old Friendsims, I feel like in the first volume of Friendsim, you could select an option that was wrong, that would take you down a death route, and still be given another 2 options.
Huh?
I feel like that was a thing. Maybe I'm wrong.
Huh?
I feel like there was... Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like there was once a branching thing where... Oh no, never mind, I remember what it was. Never mind, never mind, never mind. Keep going.
You knew.
I was wrong.
Yes, Marsti, she just cleans graffiti or if she has other jobs. Okay, well, maybe not jobs. You know, nobody in Alternia has an actual job.
But what about the shopkeeper people?
No, you're just put there by the government, obviously, illegally.
Keep going. Whatever I'm feeling mostly. Today I was feeling getting rid of this incredibly ugly piece of shit drawing. Tomorrow I might be feeling dirty front doormats. Depends on my mood.
Yeah, you def get that. You are also a person of mercurial moods. When you seek out new friends tonight, or go to one of your standby pals. Sometimes the universe just sweeps in and decides for you.
I've seen her shoulders lower, I think. Hang on, go back one. Yeah. Yeah, well. You are extremely weird and focused on weird shit. But also kind of magnetic at the same time. It's freaking me out.
Wow, thank you. Marsti dunks her sponge back in her bucket.
Marsti seems like a dunk ass.
Or scoured Ray, right? Buckets are dirty.
Drones don't make it down here very often. There's a lot of shit to scrub.
I tell her it's cool that she likes cleaning so much. Where you're from, physical labor is considered morally virtuous, but also kind of looked down on. Fuck, maybe you could use an Earth cultural handbook or poke your own damn self.
Who said anything about liking it? Who made the rule that I can only do what I like?
He slams the sponge down hard into the scoured Ray, getting water down the front of her apron.
This is just what I do. What? Do I like wandering around in, do you like wandering around in someone else's hoodie? Wait. Accosting strangers?
Kind of. Sometimes. You didn't choose the friend life chose you. But Marsti isn't a stranger in a strange world like you are. She's got horns and gray skin and everything. You realize she's a Rusty, but come on.
Oh, yeah? How many burgundies do you know exactly? Yeah, one.
Wait. That's good. Well, one. And he's interested in, meat. He's pretty enthusiastic about it. One might say, over-enthusiastic.
You think I'm not enthusiastic?
Scrub's harder to show you just how enthusiastic she can be. A delicate calligraphy-based rendering of the word globe gobbler disappears beneath her soapy hands.
Was that an ass eater?
I don't know, Cameron.
Maybe a boob eater? What do you think, it's testicles?
I don't know what to think. Man, this is a place, it was a wild world out there.
Yep.
Okay.
I like how he can just read.
They're not telling us.
Anyway, go.
You learned how to read, man. No, he refuses to admit it, I guess. Okay, maybe Dammit is not the greatest example of someone enjoying their hobbies in a healthy and natural way, but you know plenty of other lowbloods with cool hobbies. Skyla, Trixie, Sarava.
Am I supposed to know who these idiots are? Not all lowbloods know each other.
Oh man, that's not what you meant at all.
I'm not going to explain my life story to some random alien. Are you going to help or not?
Oh, well, you thought you were supposed to be keeping an eye out for clowns?
Obviously you're not doing that. Oh yeah. Yeah, well, instead you were asking me invasive questions. So now help me scrub.
Despite these mixed signals, you pick up a sponge and start cleaning. This is actually a lot harder work than it looks like, and your back and shoulders begin to ache immediately. If Marsti does this every day, she must be ripped under that jacket. Stops talking, you just clean alongside her, worried that you're royally screwing this up. You don't know how to fix it. The graffiti is quickly disappearing between your combined efforts. You aren't sure how much longer she's going to put up with you after that.
Fucking... Never mind.
What?
And then I'll tell you later.
You're dumb.
I'm gonna say it in the recording.
You've got to pull out the big friendship guns, and fast. You ask, in your characteristically smooth style, what she's doing after this. Any plans, just hypothetically?
Who knows? Probably I'll just look for more shit to clean.
Well, it just so happens you know a lot of dirty places. Just exceptionally filthy.
Oh yeah? Where? Okay.
Cool choices. Quality choices.
Uptown. Let's get murdered by some high folks.
Here we go. Bruno Mars. Just so happens that you have connections. Uptown girls and boys. You ask Marsti how'd she like to clean a mansion.
Oh no! Not zebra, no!
Oh, you fool.
I guess that could be cool. What are you thinking?
Well, first of all, you want to bring your new friend to your swank stolen car. Marsti doesn't seem that interested, although she does comment that she's never been in a scuttle buggy.
I've never been in a scuttle buggy.
She begins picking up the crumbs from your backseat. You tell her she doesn't have to clean up after you.
Bold of you to assume I'm doing it for you.
You shrug. You've come to accept that some of your friends are just fundamentally difficult to understand. Some days you really think you're beginning to get it, and the next you remember that alien isn't just your immigration status. Marsti stares out the window at the house as the houses get bigger and grander. The car passes beneath an archway and a light sweeps over the two of you. Marsti stiffens. You tell her not to worry. It's just a sensor to discern your blood color. Well, I gave you a plug-in to scramble it. No stress.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, so there's scanners to discern your blood color?
How the fuck does that work?
Holy shit.
What?
It's alien, whatever.
Well, wait, what if it's like thermal imaging?
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Must be nice to have friends in high places.
Yes, Marsti, where she lives.
Wherever I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Depends.
So she's just like him. I was destroyed. Or possibly up a tree like Boulder. Although it's possible she was just fucking with you.
I wish you'd stop comparing me to people like I should know what you're talking about. And no, my hive is fine. It just gets boring cleaning the same fucking building over and over again. Why do you clean so much?
This is what she feels like.
Yeah, fucking... I don't get you either. Tell me why. Why?
You get how that could be cool, going from place to place? Like, you know, and goes...
maybe it's your job, but like, fucking, why do you only clean?
Like, Damon goes looking for meat, and Connell and Azdaja look for people to kill. Everyone here seems to be weirdly obsessive and hyper-fixated. Maybe that's what happens when you bring up a bunch of kids in a robot-regulated world, where the only rule is don't get cold, and by the way, some of you are inherently inferior. Have fun.
Or maybe it's just that these characters still need work, I don't know.
Get dunked on. As you get closer to Zebra's hive.
Or maybe we just only stay around long enough to find out one thing and then leave.
Hiveswap team get blasted.
You're so bad.
Low quality writing.
You're so bad. Go.
You begin to get chilly strush pods. What if he tries to make Marsti into one of his, guests?
Yeah, I don't know what you're fucking expecting. Why are you going to Zebra's hive?
He has that weird thing for lowbloods.
Yes, he does.
He can clean Zebra. Ooh, he's exceptionally dirty.
Oh, this is a mistake.
You figure she'll be safe if she's with you, but you aren't always the best at making good decisions when
I know.
when you have more than one friend to deal with at once. The sight of Zebra's Less's glaring at you from an upstairs window clinches it. You can't take another condescending stare from Zebra Dead.
What are we doing? I mean, where are we going? I hope you weren't talking about this pathetic mess on the seat. Barely worth my time.
You could make a better mess, you swear.
No. I don't want a staged mess.
Fuck, okay. Who do you know who is kind of a slob, but also not a total piece of shit?
Yeah, why do you go to Zebra? Why did you do that? Why?
Oh boy. Go Dad lets you in with a hysterically happy bleat. Aw, missed you too, Go Dad. Marsti weathers his snuffling and nuzzles, and when he tries to eat one of her rubber gloves, she just scratches him behind the ears as a distraction, gently removes the glove from his mouth.
I need these, actually.
And call to Gaelic, but he doesn't respond. Maybe he's out.
Fucking broken news house.
High quality, eh?
Love his lesson.
The coffee pot is half full, but it's cold. Goat Dad bleats and butts you gently.
He's dead.
Oh, poor guy. Are you lonely? Has Gaelic been neglecting you now that he has a hate boyfriend?
Oh, heck.
I guess they hooked up.
Yeah. Stop flicking me.
Marsti is a little more uncomfortable here than she had been in your car, but when she catches sight of Gaelic's study, all of that sloughs off. It's even more of a mess than it had been last time you were here, when he'd been trying to impress you with his intellectual clutter.
I feel like he's going to get pissed if we reorganize everything.
Oh yeah. Oh, we don't need this. Throw it in the fireplace. Nice, clean.
Marcy just likes to stick it to people.
He gets down to work immediately, snacking books alphabetically and sorting papers into piles by subject. You Gallic is an A-type personality who will probably go briefly ballistic at the knowledge someone has messed with his stuff. But Marsti is just so organized and thorough. You feel sort of weird about just standing here and watching her clean, so you gather up all the used dishes and bring them into the kitchen. Used dishes. You have like a party in here, Gallic. One of your cultural expenditures.
Stupid.
Oh yeah, put the swing away. Wait, when you're done with that, you figure you'll just try to be entertaining. You ask her if she's seen any movies recently, since you've made friends with Zebedee and started hanging out with the anime club. You've been exposed to multiple cultural touchstones.
I like how we're just like referencing literally everyone. And she's like, fucking, I don't know who these people are. How many times do I have to say it?
Oh yeah, you have movies and anime here. I can talk about those things.
Yeah, I don't really watch TV, much TV. Yeah, you literally just cleaned. I'm not gonna lie, you're super boring. I need to know why at least. Don't worry, I don't need to be entertained.
She kneels down to start dusting beneath the couch.
Is this just how you are? It's just you... I know you think I'm basic, and that's fine. I don't really give a shit what anyone thinks. Let alone a condescending alien with no blood color to speak of.
Excuse you, I do have a blood color. You wanna see it? Yikes.
Okay. So, if you wouldn't mind... She's very aggressive.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh Dios mío. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Oh no. What the hell is that noise?
Here you go again. Being swept up in a friendship endeavor and totally beefing it. Forgot about Goat Dad's propensity for nomming on anything within reach, and he spent the last 10 minutes happily munching on several leather-bound notebooks.
Oh no, we're gonna get fucking destroyed. Also, I like how the old Lussuses were just like black and white images of real fucking, like fucking lady.
Yep.
And then we have some actually drawn ones. Anyway, keep going.
Yep. Oh no, not all of his nice sketches of Gorgor. He likes experimental word rumpetses. Fuck, he loves those. He's going to murder you. Oh no.
Literally murder us. It's time.
Yep, he stressed that he would. If it came to that. To smooth another layer onto this farce, the front door creaks open and Gaelic's voice rings out, calling Goat Dad, who lets out an excited bleat and scampers off, trailing little white scraps.
Let's fucking fail.
Marsti looks from you to the front of the house and down at the paper trail, and she's out the window and off down the hill. Because though basic she may be, she's no idiot.
Let's go after. Follow, follow, follow!
Well, this is background again.
Well, time to go downtown.
Yep, that didn't work out. But notice how the character interactions continue to get denser.
Yep.
As we reference things that we've already referenced over and over. Let's try downtown. You suggest that this place looks ripe for some serious power cleaning, because, wow, filthy.
Yeah, I guess. I was planning on cleaning down here anyway. The drones mostly take care of the high blood neighborhoods.
Interesting. Zero at low blood's cleaning for him. Maybe he's an exception.
I'm not here to explain cultural dynamics to you. At least not for free.
You consider mentioning that you are the main character and thus totally deserving of cultural exposition, but you don't take that well. Also, it's kind of a weird thing to say, so never mind that. You show Marsti an alley you recognize, the one with the incinerator, when Palpa had gotten rid of her in assassination disguise. Here, maybe?
Too easy.
Okay. Well, what about this stretch of road where Emily killed the dude? There's still quite a bit of purple blood spattered around.
Pretty good. But no. I don't have the right outfit for blood.
Jesus, picky.
Oh, sorry. Are my personal preferences inconveniencing you? Fucking cleaning preferences. So, is this supposed to be your job? Because if this is supposed to be your job, you can't be this picky, man. You're fucking rusty. They're gonna shit all over you if you're like, no, that's too easy. It's too much blood. You.
No. But you aren't used to this shit taking so long to pop off. Usually you've made a friend by this point, or you've been killed.
You've been killed before? Were you a beast? 9 lives?
In retrospect, that was a pretty weird thing to say. You meant it as a metaphor. Sometimes your internal monologue gets out of hand and spills out into your interlocution.
We're just referencing everything this read. Whatever, dude.
You're considering just bringing her back to your place to clean up the mess you've made there, when you realize Marsti is no longer with you. You turn around to find her gazing down an adjacent street into an empty lot. The space gives you a brief twinge of recognition before it fizzles away to nothing. Meh. Probably just deja vu. At first you don't notice the person sitting.
Oh, right, because we never were here, because that's that bad route.
At first you don't notice the person sitting on the tire pile, because without her other half, her silhouette is underwhelming.
Oh.
Oh boy.
That's you.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yep.
Alright.
Oh, gross. Stop it. Ew.
There you go.
This was a good follicle gross, anyway. Sorry, I just remember that fucking picture of fucking Cuprum with a Duracell dick.
You're bad. I don't remember the voice exactly.
It was like,
Oh, fantastic. Hey, Dorby.
It's even worse than before.
Oh, hi, Follicle. It's been a while.
And you forget one voice.
Because I don't do voices all the time.
You do one voice and you forgot your single voice.
Cameron, it's been like 8 volumes.
Go, you stupid. I fucking remember Cuprum.
You're bad.
La 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 la. Stop, go. Fucking.
No!
What? No, why'd you go back?
You might notice that you're a whole lot less normal than you used to be.
They're right. They're weird as hell.
Hey, you are also like 80% more confident than you used to be. You don't back down from insults. Perhaps Marsti is the one who is weird, because she's the one who is so fucking into cleaning up after people. That's really strange.
Hey, that's a little judgy.
It's bad.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, you had been expecting Follicle to join you in mocking Marsti. You didn't want to be too mean or anything. You were just really sick of having your intelligence insulted concerning stuff you absolutely could have no way of knowing about. You wanted to make her look like an asshole, but as usual, it seems to be in fact you who are the asshole.
Yep.
Who are the asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Bad grammar.
I know.
Marsti seems to agree.
Hey, maybe go fuck yourself a little bit.
You apologize. You didn't mean it. You just experienced pilot confusion when there's too many friends in one place. You're sorry. You didn't mean to insult her hobby, but she actually doesn't seem too into it. You were just trying to help, you know, plenty of lowbuds who do all sorts of activities.
Oh, yeah? Who?
Well, the Follicle, for instance. She trolls... Wait, you need another word. She and her boyfriend, harass people, and they seem to enjoy that. Also, there's Skyline, Chixie, and Sarava. They all excel in their fields to a certain extent.
Right, and I don't excel in mine. So, how's that going for them?
Well, you deflate somewhat. Chixie gets skeeved on all the time, and Skylar constantly has to defend her home unless it's against thieves. Sarava literally had to gouge out their own eye and downplay their psychic power. Victory, well, here you can tell Victory is having a great time falling off cliffs and imagining the firmament above. You ain't be an outlier and therefore shouldn't be counted. While you're working through your apparent classism through navel-gazing monologue, Marsti is checking Follicle out, like, really checking her out.
I'm gonna clean this bitch.
Who the fuck are you?
Follicle slaps Marsti's hand away.
Keep your bronze to yourself.
God, you're making it so much worse than that. So much. It's stupid. Go.
Marsti raises her goggles up to her forehead.
Oh, heck.
You have eyes.
I thought they were anuses. Oh, you've got void rot.
Yeah, so what? No shit. Sherlock.
Stop tapping my arm. You keep doing it.
I'm sorry you look at me so strangely.
Go.
Marsti gives her another once-over. He looks impressed. You honestly can't blame her. If Marsti likes grimy things, well, goes right up her alley. Dirt Eldorado. Selfishly, you wish you'd met Marsti back when you were more of a wreck at the beginning of your adventure. Don't be a newt.
You're filthy.
You have no idea what you're talking about. Also, fuck you.
Marsti touches her on the forehead, slowly this time, so as to not take her by surprise. Follicle resembles a nervous little bug trying to decide whether or not to scuttle away. Bad.
Did you think the dirt helped keep you insulated? It's actually the opposite of that. If you were less grimy, the energy transfer would be easier.
Alright, Cuprum isn't here, which means your giant battery isn't here either.
Wait, where the fuck is Cuprum?
Yeah, I sent him out for takeout.
Takeout.
And a break.
What, won't she, die?
Not instantly.
Ooh, you dumbass.
Does your housetop die as soon as you unplug it? Yours does, because you're so bad.
You're bad. It's not instant. You're a newt.
Mine doesn't. Mine lasts.
Give mine like 1 hour.
Why are you a fucking void rot scholar? What are you?
Stupid.
So you can't keep it consistent, man.
Just read it like it is. I know a lot of things. Oh.
Yes, Marsti, if she's interested in medicine, maybe she could go into that. Marsti rounds on you in stark irritation. This is the most emotion she's shown since you've met her.
Whatever you're trying to do here, stop. I'm not stupid. What do you think they'd say if I applied to be a medic off-planet? They'd laugh their asses off and hand me a saturated scrub hole.
Scrub hole.
And that's if they're feeling generous. This is what I do. Okay, so it's just your job. But, what is a saturated scrub hole?
I don't know. Fucking scrub pole. What is a scrub pole?
Anyway, so let me do it.
Like a mop. Like a fucking
I don't know, go.
brush on the end of a stick.
I don't know, go.
Chastened and uncharacteristically speechless, you nod and let Marsti turn back to Follicle. You don't really want to just leave it like that, but maybe the truly friendly thing here would be less trying to improve your friend's life and just letting them live it. Human had told you much the same thing all those months ago. That he's planning to just keep his head down and try to stay alive. It's not uplifting, but maybe not everything has to be. Marsti gives Follicle some advice as to the best way to make sure her body retains as much energy as possible. Follicle groans, and you're pretty sure that if she had eyes, she'd be rolling them. You do notice, however, that she listens.
Does she just, sort of help people, maybe?
I don't know, man. Marsti starts back down the sidewalk after that, pushing her scour tray in front of her. After a moment's hesitation, you follow, half expecting for her to get mad again. Instead, she just slows down so you can catch up. He's pulled her goggles back down over her eyes. I think they're probably more there for social reasons than protective ones. Sheepishly, you apologize for being a busybody back there. You're just really used to wanting to help people out. Kind of for selfish reasons, friendship reasons, but still.
Yeah. It's fine. No hard feelings.
You just like fixing things when they're busted, or when you've busted them through your own chronic idiocy. Sometimes you just got to do what you can, but you think Marsti might understand that a little bit.
Yeah. I think I might.
Well.
That's just how Marsti is, damn.
You really do be like that sometimes. Too.
Go. Alright.
Well.
That was silly.
Okay.
Now we go back to the first one.
The first one?
That
oh,
one.
yeah.
Now we intervene.
We intervene.
Oh boy.
Who are you kidding? You're never going to leave her to fend for herself. It's against your religion. Your religion of reflexively and ceaselessly searching for new buddies. You aren't making excuses for it anymore. You've decided just to take what Boulder said to heart and just resign yourself to your fate. Well, that isn't exactly what she said, but a lot of it was confusing and spooky. You were half convinced she was just doing it for the mysterious aesthetic. You stride confidently toward the altercation, calling out a challenge to the rogue clown. Nobody messes with those less fortunate while you are on the case. And since it's been resoundingly too long since you've had a truly ironic and hilarious twist of fate befall you, as soon as you step up to the sidewalk, the Purple Blood's fist connects with your head, and your head connects with the concrete.
Pause. Alright.
Wow.
That's the end of that one.
Alright. Wow, okay.
We did it! We did all Marsti's route.
I don't know what's up with the reader, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he remembers all these things, but he's not like consciously aware of the fact that they happened.
I think it's supposed to be like some sort of weird meta joke, but it's like not strict or important because his whole existence isn't really that defined or important.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
It's just like the cool lore. Cool lures that he doesn't like thinking about what he was doing before this.
I'm hoping that the lore is more so related to... I don't think this is. I think it's more so world lore that we're going to be learning.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I did learn a little bit from this route. I'm wondering if we're going to learn more from, what's his name?
Kakarot.
Kakarot? I think it's Kakarot.
Yeah, I know. This is Kakarot's Dragon Ball Z character.
You're stupid. Alright. We're done.
Yay. That was a weird volume. Weird episode.
What do you mean?
I don't know, it just felt different.
It did feel different.
Like,
oh well.
more down to earth.
It's ugly.
You know?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Let's go.
See you guys.
Just was mad at us the whole time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.